Hey guys, this is Rusty with Endgame Fishing. Today we're going to talk about daisy chains. We're going to talk about the supplies you're going to need. We're going to talk about how to build one. And we're going to talk about a couple different options that you can do with your trailers. But first, what I love about daisy chains is you don't have to be out in the Gulf Stream to actually catch blackfin tuna, mahi. I've caught barracuda on this thing. But it's just a great way to go out, have a chance to catch like a tuna or a mahi while you're doing other types of fishing. You just run it way in the back, and so it's a lot of times it's a day saver. So let's get into what you're going to need. First, for the daisy chain, you're going to need a bird. We'll talk about these in just a second. You're going to need squid skirts. These are 6-inch. I use these as my trailers. These are the main part of the daisy chain. They're gonna be 4.5-inch skirts. So you're gonna need some J hooks, personal preference. These are the two different sizes that I use. You're gonna need some snap swivels. Use the barrel swivels. It's worth the extra money. It keeps it from twisting up. This is a barrel swivel, same thing. It's ball bearing. These beads, show you what you're gonna use those for. Crimps. This cork, actually, I use it to just fill up a 6-inch skirt. They're cheap. I tried several different things, but I started going with these. I cut it in half, I slide it in the head. You need a crimp tool, chafe tube, and pliers and snips. And I use 100-pound mono. That's just what I like to use. So to begin with a daisy chain, you're gonna start building it at the end, okay? So this would be an example of like your trailer, okay? So you would start with your trailer, and all you're really gonna do is you're going to crimp on using chafe tube, one hook, and then I'm using, sort of a trailer hook. But all I really do, if you look closely here, I take this eye, I just bend it slightly just to get it over the barb, and then I bend it back. You don't want to bend it too much because it just weakens it. So anyway, you're gonna start off with, this is my trailer here. This one is 5 foot long. I have another one that's 10 foot long. Just, if you wanna start off simple, do one 5 or 6 foot long. They hit the trailer 90% of the time. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna have, just say 5 or 6 feet of 100-pound mono. Like I said, you're gonna crimp those on. You're gonna slide that squid skirt over the top. I've been putting a bead on there. I like it. It just looks great in water. So once you do that, this is the very end of your daisy chain. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a ball bearing swivel at the top, okay? And crimp it. And then you're gonna repeat that process all the way up the daisy chain. So this looks a little different because I have a snap swivel on it. At the very end, I'll go over why I have that on this particular one. But on a typical chain, daisy chain, you're gonna have that trailer there, and you're just gonna work your way up. So, as an example, this is the trailer, except it would be 6 foot long. You're gonna come up, and at the top of that ball bearing swivel that I was just talking about, you're gonna go and you're gonna crimp, a piece of mono. I cut it about 14 to 18 inches long because you're gonna use some of it when you crimp, okay? So then same deal, you're gonna take your squid skirt. This is a 4.5-inch squid skirt. It's what I use in the main body of it. And so what I do, you snip the end off, and then I put one of these beads inside. It fills up the space. It also, the purpose that it serves as well is that instead of the squid skirt stretching and tearing and all that, the bead's actually going to sit right on top of the, about that one. It's all right. Got another one. So it's going to sit right on top of that crimp. Okay. So you're just going to do this all the way up. Now, these I actually have hooks on. Okay. Because every once in a while they'll hit one of these. But I'm really moving in the direction of not running hooks on any of these. I don't have any hooks on the front view, okay? But I'll probably, going forward, I'll probably build them where the main body doesn't have any hooks, because it can cause a little bit of a mess. So at the very top of your daisy chain, you've done this deal all the way up. And I taper it. They're longer in the back, and these in the front are maybe 8-9 inches apart. Color, personal choice. I like the pink in the front. Just gives it a little flash, and then I followed up. I like the blue. So that's the daisy chain. I mean, it's a really simple process, just repetitive. So what's going to connect it to the bird is actually about 10 to 12 feet of the same leader line. Okay. And the bird, it has a snap swivel on the end, so you're going to want just the ball bearing swivel at the top. All right, so we're good there. While we're talking about birds, I like these Tormentor brands. They're heavy duty. They look great in the water. This one, I think it's a 6 inch. This is a 4.5 inch. I'll just give you a little tip. This one, when it's choppy and rough, it digs in. So it'll come up over the wave and dig into the next one. I typically am gonna use this one whenever it's a little slicker out there. This 4.5, I mean, it's good anytime. Choppy, not choppy. Both sizes make good action. So those are the basics. I'm gonna hit one quick thing here at the end that I've done on this version of this daisy chain. So instead of just having one trailer that's in line, what I've done is I have crimped a tri-swivel to the end here. So basically what I did, I put this skirt over the top because I don't want to be dragging, all this hardware through the water, this tackle. So this is basically a cover in this version of it. But what it gives me the option to do is interchange my trailers, different lengths, and you can also do something like this, which I've just started doing and I really like it. I can run, because I can make it interchangeable really quickly with these snap swivels, the barrel swivels, ball bearing type. What I've done here is, this would be I'd run two. I'd have like a 6-foot trailer coming off one of the eyes of that swivel. And then I'm gonna run this other one. This one runs back about 10 feet. It's just it's an Islander setup, ballyhoo type rig. So when you're out there, you can run 2 squid skirts at the end, like these. Or if you want some meat on the end of it, you can run this rig. But making it detachable is, it's kind of cool because it gives me options. So if you have any questions, just please post in the comments. As far as crimping and all that stuff, there's plenty of good videos on how to crimp, using chafe tube and all that stuff. So I didn't really get into that. But anyway, please hit the subscribe button. Check us out at endgamefishing.com. And once again, thank you.